dirty, the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay.
I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Caddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They start on the ground with Adams, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he works free. 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. A dump underneath to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. Proctor eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit!
From the gun, Proctor dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Proctor. He's going to wind up in there and got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. Proctor. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Proctor. Throw left side, completion to Rice. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And And this is going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Proctor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Proctor, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Proctor sliding out of the pocket. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And an alley to run. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Proctor. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Proctor stepping up. He's going to keep it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run it with Hill. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run on first down. Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Bridgewater now on second down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. Here's Adams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Stays on his feet. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Adams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Pretty move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Bridgewater. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Proctor. Now he's forced out right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first down, Proctor over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Proctor. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Proctor. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. In for the score. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards.
Get wide now. Go Delta. Go Delta.
To throw, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Kazing. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
To throw from his end zone. Proctor, flush to his right. Runs through the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw on second down. Proctor. And Jones has it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Proctor, he'll buy some time right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd and 2, Proctor. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
And maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Back to throw. Proctor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will step in short of the marker. Well, there is a flag here, but if this is on the offense, and I think it is, they'll obviously decline it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Bridgewater. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Proctor. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake. Proctor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
.30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Delta. Check 20. 5 down.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
Off play action. Proctor. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gone.
From the gun, Proctor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Bridgewater. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
That's 20. Right there, 56. Go Delta.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio's still down right now. We'll check on his status when we get back. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Proctor, and it's complete. Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Proctor going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on first down. Proctor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
His throw incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back for pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Proctor being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit. Because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Off the play fake. Proctor escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Proctor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to throw. Proctor eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check. Go Delta. Mike 27.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. So that one will be accepted. Now the pitch to Freeman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not...
It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Looking to throw on second down. Proctor flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 29 yards. And the Falcons add on. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back now here live in New Orleans. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he fires one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Oh, he shifts past him. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done.
And Freeman lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. The 20. Still fighting for more. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
36.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Delta. Get wide now. Go Delta.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz now to kick this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Freeman again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Proctor, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Now he bowls him over. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle to Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st down, Bridgewater. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big... This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get wide now.
He'll get it up the middle. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. The Penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. This time a spin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw from his end zone. Proctor. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Bridgewater now. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, Don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on third down. Proctor, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the gun, Proctor. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Proctor. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 4th down, Proctor steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Bridgewater to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to Meredith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Proctor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get some money back. Money back. God, I do the May back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you gon' your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash.